Windows is a really easy OS to use your peripherals with, but sometimes they might not work perfectly. My name is Abdullah, you're watching Candid.Technology, and in this video we're talking about what you can do if your controller isn't working on Windows. So the first thing you should try out is to connect your controller to another PC just to rule out the possibility that your controller might be broken. If it pairs with another PC and works perfectly fine, chances are the issue lies somewhere in your PC's software. So moving on, the first thing that we're going to do is check the controller or the controller's drivers. Now you can do this by pressing Windows key plus X to open up the quick access menu and then clicking on Device Manager. Once you're in Device Manager, scroll down until you see the Xbox 360 Peripherals option. Double click to expand it and your controller should appear right here. Now there are two things we can do here. Number one is to right click, then click on Disable Device. Windows will give you this prompt. Once you click yes, this device will now be disabled. Wait, Windows stop processing this. It will tell you that your hardware settings have changed. You must restart your computer. Nada. You can go ahead and choose to restart your computer right away. And then once it's restarted, come back to Device Manager. Go all the way back to the Xbox 360 Peripherals. Right click and then this time enable this device. Once again, you're going to have to restart your PC. And once that is done, your controller should now be working again. If that does not solve your problem, you can go ahead and uninstall the device drivers. So you can right click, click on uninstall device. Windows will tell you that you're going to uninstall this device from your system. Go ahead and click on uninstall. Once this is done, restart your system and plug in your controller again. This should fix the problem. If fixing the drivers to Device Manager does not fix your issue, you may have to use the controller software. Now, different controllers come with different programs. I have an 8BitDo Ultra controller here, so I use the 8BitDo software. Yours might vary, so try downloading the controller software and seeing if you can get it to pair with that. If you're using an Xbox controller like this one, you're going to have to use the Xbox Accessories app. This is available on the Microsoft Store, so if I open up the Xbox app right here, the Xbox app, the Xbox Accessories app, you can see that my controller is in fact detected here and I can get all the buttons working, which means this controller is functioning as it should. The next steps involve working with the Device Manager once again, but this time we're going to disable power saving settings in the USB root hub. So press Windows key plus X to open up the quick access menu, click on Device Manager, and this time scroll down until you see Universal Serial Bus Controllers. Double click to expand, go to your USB root hub, right click and then click on Properties. In here, head over to Power Management and disable the Allow the computer to turn off this device to save power feature. Once this is off, go ahead and click OK, replug your controller and it should start working. If that does not fix your issue, you're going to have to disable USB selective suspend. Now to do this, we're going to have to go to the control panel. So press the start menu and search for control panel. Once this opens up, we're going to click on power options. Now we're going to go ahead and click on change plan settings. Then click on change advanced power settings. So if you see the USB selective suspend setting in here, go ahead and disable it. If you don't, then you can completely skip this step. So if that doesn't work, you're going to have to reset your Windows PC. To do this, press Windows key plus I to open up Windows settings and head over to System. Then in this menu, find Recovery. And now you will see the reset this PC option. So go ahead and click on Reset PC. And now you can choose to either keep your files or remove everything depending on how you want to tackle resetting your PC. If you just want to fix the controller issue and don't want to deal with anything else, I recommend that you keep your files, let your PC go through the reset process, and that should fix your problem. If you like this video, consider subscribing, give us a thumbs up, press the bell icon, and tell us in the comments below what more such videos can we make for you. If you'd like to know more about tech, visit our website, Candid.Technology. Follow us on social media, follow me on Instagram or Twitter, and we'll see you in the next video.